Well, throughout the tournament and throughout the year, we have been using the UTR, the Universal Tennis Rating, to help evaluate players and look closer at some matchups. It's a new algorithm that the industry has embraced. It really focuses on your last 30 matches, your strength of opponent, your margin of victory, and we're going to use it today to look at the women's final. Tracy, what does the UTR tell us about Kasatkina and Osaka?
Well, it's interesting because Osaka obviously is ranked way lower than Kasatkina, and so her UTR rating is a little bit higher, and particularly the 3-month UTR is higher. She has more momentum because, as you talked about, it's recent results, it's who you beat, and by that score line. She took out Venus Williams. Osaka did last fall in Hong Kong in straight sets, had 2 top 20 wins in Australia over Barty and Vesnina in straight sets. Dubai beat Mladenovic in straight sets, and we know what she's done here in winning so many big-time matches in straight sets. So momentum, that's really the one that you look for, and that really helps predict.
It's so interesting because, as you pointed out, Chanda, very different skill sets with these two women. Obviously, Osaka is overwhelming power, and Kasatkina is more of, as her coach calls her, an artist. This match aside, which skill set would you rather have in the modern women's game if you were building a champion?
Well, I mean, I had power. I would love to be able to play like Kasatkina. I mean, it just looks so beautiful and effortless, and she has every shot in the book. And, you know, she's so fluid around the court. I think she can improve the returning. I think that's a big area. If I had her game, what I would be working on. But, you know, I just love the fact that she can play in all areas of the court, and she has such great feel around.
Power or finesse and artistry? Which is more valuable today?
Well, I think that Kasatkina can get more power on her first serve. I mean, she's got an incredible kick on her serve, which jumps off these courts, but I still think that her first serve can improve with power. I don't see Osaka gaining that finesse and the feel with the drop shots as readily as Kasatkina adding some more power.
All right, we did have our 2 doubles finals played last night here at the Tennis Garden. Let's show you those, starting with the women. Sue Shea of Taiwan, Barbara Strycova of the Czech Republic, Makarova and Vesnina, the top seeds from Russia.
And they were so good in the really big moments. There were a number of games that went to the deciding point. Strycova, she was so quick around the court, really creating a lot of havoc, and a big win for them. They didn't even know they were going to play together until a few days before the tournament. First time.
All right, here's the men's final. Team Cisner, Jack and John, taking on the Bryans, who've won this tournament twice before. A couple tie breaks in this one, Paul.
Yeah, not a lot between these 2 guys. 4 guys. Wait, there's 4 guys in
4 guys,
right?
2 teams.
Okay, 2 teams.
No math, sorry.
That's the best shot on the court.
I mean, Jack's
forehand.
forehand is ridiculous. He was hitting shots to the width of the court. Usually you go up the middle. Jack Sock was going everywhere. John Isner, though, towards the end of the second set, started playing great tennis. He was the one that took over, and he was the one, obviously, with the biggest serve, but Jack Sock's athleticism kept these guys in the lead most of the time, and Mike and Bob did what they always do, terrific doubles team, but they just really couldn't handle the power of Sock and Isner in the big moments. And right here, a beautiful way to finish for these guys. Just a really good match.
7-6, 7-6. Second title for Team Cisner. The other one was also a Masters 1000. They won Shanghai about a year and a half ago. So as they lift the trophy, or co-lift the trophy, it's interesting. Jack Sock has now won 2 doubles titles already this year with 2 different partners. We saw him win Wimbledon a couple years ago with Vasek Pospisil. He's such a good doubles player, but I also know that he's talked about sort of limiting his doubles so he can focus on his singles. Is that the right play, or should he continue with the doubles as a complement to his singles?
Well, I think he's got to figure it out, and he's got to manage his schedule. I think it was great for him to play doubles here. He's a little light on wins in singles this year, so I think a win like this actually can help his confidence. He's in a match play, he's out returning, he's serving big moments out here, so this can actually bleed over into his singles. Now, in the majors, when it's 3 out of 5, I'm not sure that playing doubles and adding that to the schedule is so smart.
Well, I think his success in doubles has helped propel him in singles, so I would love to see him keep playing, but obviously it depends on his body, how well that's holding up. It becomes a question of fitness and, you know, being able to play in the slams 3 out of 5 sets, plus add doubles to the mix. But I would love to see him continue to play doubles.
You know, and one of the things you have to evaluate when you're that player or a coach of that player is how doubles kind of fits in to the recipe of ingredients for your game, right? And Jack Sock has struggled a little bit with consistency on the singles. We've talked and heard him talk about trying to do more work on the off season, and in many ways the doubles can help alleviate the stress on having to practice more. If he plays doubles the right way, if he uses all the tools that he has to get better as a tennis player on the doubles court, I think it's a great recipe. I think he should stay away from playing at the majors, but events like this and throughout the year when it's scheduled correctly, I think it can be a catalyst for him to play better singles.
Wasn't that was John McEnroe's recipe, right? He played singles and doubles every week. He didn't practice very much.
Didn't like to practice.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well for Johnny Mac. That was Jack's 10th career doubles title already. We've got more to come on the show. Chat with Jean-Yves Fillon from BNP Paribas, and we have got the women's final, top of the hour, live on TC Plus, Osaka and Kasatkina.